Can we have Ron Weasley, Ron Rooney next?
Ron Rooney.
Ron Rooney, we've got him on the line.
Bon Jovi. Ron bin John Jovi. Hey, and welcome to the 33% Majority, a talk show where you'll find three friends fighting for their 15 minutes of fame. I'm your host, the one and only Ashley Hall.
No, I'm your real host, Alex Springthorpe.
That's where you're wrong. I'm the actual host, Tom Hutchinson. And listeners, co-hosts, you all join us on a very somber day today.
Oh no.
A fellow soldier has he's lost his balls. Joey the dog has lost his testicles.
Oh no. Did you get to keep them at least? Just rattle them at him every time he misbehaves. Keep them in a jar. Just shake them in his general direction.
Oh no.
Think about what happened last time, boy.
You can just pull them out and God, no, this is the dog's bollocks. Anytime a good thing happens.
That one's probably nicer. That's probably nicer. But
I liked both.
Is he okay?
He's very sad. He's a bit groggy. But the lovely part is that the vet's offered me two different options for making sure that he doesn't, lick at the incision near his penis.
Does he get the cone of shame?
See, this is the thing. So they offered me the cone of shame, or they said that he could have a bodysuit. And I said,
oh man.
Do you mean baby grow?
Yeah, that's exact. I said, what is it? They said it's basically a baby grow. There's just no opening for his junk. And so I'm just sending you guys two JPEGs of what my dog
Tommy,
looks like.
I must see.
And you guys can describe it. You guys can describe it to the audience. There you go. There's some images for you.
Oh, he looks like he's going scuba diving.
Yeah, he looks like a sportsman. Joseph, sports dog.
He looks a bit like Sean. You know, Runner Sean.
What, handsome man Sean
Handsome
Garmery?
Runner Sean. Yeah, he's got that kind of that skin tight shirt on.
Sorry, guys, I don't know. I'm just a naive listener, and I don't know who Sean is.
Listeners, if you want to go on our Instagram, I will post this picture of Darling Boy on our sweet Instagram, which is the 33% Majority, with percent as a word, not as a symbol, because Jesus hates us and knows that we masturbate.
Ashley, it was a thing about how people that listen to this are obviously into doing podcasts, and Sean does a podcast. Maybe
Sean, we could plug that.
Deeping Harriers. Deeping.
Yeah,
a podcast of some men doing a sports.
And then a chat.
Which is actually an excellent segue into my segment. See, I don't know if you guys will have heard, but apparently the Euros are happening.
What?
Oh, Lord.
It's a football thing.
Kicking a pigskin, right. Gotcha.
Just a couple of millionaires playing with their balls.
Everybody in the office is really, really happy about it. It's all they talk about is the good sports that are happening.
The beautiful game.
And I don't know anything about what's going on. I've never watched a football game in my life. I don't know what the offside rule is. I don't know if it's like Quidditch, where you got to catch a magical snitch and then they win. So I was just hoping you guys could just give me some football advice.
Well, I'm really glad you've come to us.
Yeah,
because
you've come to the right place. We're both avid sports ball fans.
Phew. That is a relief.
The sum total of my knowledge on football, I would imagine this is probably only embarrassing for men with sort of very fragile feelings of masculinity.
I'll cover my ears.
The sum total of my knowledge on football has come from my partner. She's a referee, and she's very good at the football and also the stopping people doing football bad. So that's the only reason I know anything about the sport. So I'll give you what I can.
Yeah, please. I mean,
I know that they kick the ball, but also they're not allowed to put their hands on the ball unless they're wearing gloves, which I assume is for safety.
That's because the ball is poisonous. I think I've heard that somewhere. The ball is covered in a sticky ivy of an ichor of death and destruction, so they must be protected. Otherwise, they will perish.
Yeah, definitely. That's she tells me that all the time, does my partner. She's just always talking about the nasty poison ball, the nasty poison pigskin.
I mean, what I was hoping for is just kind of like some buzzwords I can throw in, so when they're like, oh, bloody England doing a bad bad sports against Germany yesterday, huh? I can just have like some throwaway one-liners to kind of chuck in, so they all know that I know what I'm talking about here, guys. I too am a sports boy.
Okay, I've got two brilliant ones for you that you can have in your back pocket at all times.
Cool.
So the first one, anytime somebody does a trip or a stumble and the game pauses, right as they trip and stumble, just shout ref. Right? Now, when you're shouting that, whether or not you agree with the stumble or that somebody, made the stumble happen to the player that did stumble, you
if
shouting
they did a trick
ref.
to them.
Yeah. You shouting ref sort of has connotations of either, ref, look, come on, they got fouled, or ref, come on, that wasn't a real stumble, and the people around you will just assume. Yeah.
Either way, I look like I know my shit.
Yes, yeah. And if there's a conversation going on about how much your work colleagues like a certain player, just say, do you know what? I've always quite liked him as a player, but I don't like the way he handles himself off the pitch.
This is a
that a
classic.
thing?
I've heard that said, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want like footballers to be people's champions, not just ball-playing champions,
And you can follow up with that.
Didn't Ron Rooney, Wesley Rooney? What's Rooney's first name?
Wayne.
Ron.
I prefer
Ronald.
Ron. I prefer Ronald.
Didn't Ron Rooney have a phase where he did bonking to old lady prostitutes?
Mm.
So like is that bad behaviour off the pitch, or do you get extra points for bonking old lady prostitutes?
That carries on. That's like New Game Plus. You go in with a whole extra point.
You start the game with a goal because you did a bang in to an old lady.
Yeah, double points if they're over 90.
Listeners over 90, I'm going to start playing football next year, and I need your help.
That's why the game's are only 90 minutes, because there's something there, I'm sure.
It's symbolic,
I'm sure there's something.
There's comedy somewhere in that. Not here, but somewhere.
All of the ingredients for comedy there.
Football is full of comedy and joy. You can tell by all the riots that happen after the matches.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that's my favourite thing about football, is you can get so passionate about 22 people who are never going to know about your existence and never going to care about your existence, and get really excited about the match to the point where you decide to set fire to your local pub.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's what
it's
I'm
cool
hot
that they
for.
do that. Yeah,
It's super cool, and I think they should do that with more sports. Imagine you go and see darts, then afterwards you get to have a riot.
yeah. They just set the pub on fire.
You hear 180, and then there's just hellfire.
Alex, I've got another buzzword for you to use if you want.
Yeah, please.
Within the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game, you'll probably begin to get a good idea of who the majority of the people are supporting, right?
Because of the jazzy t-shirts that they wear.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, once one of the players on the team that majority of the people are supporting has the ball and is, they're dribbling the ball, they're running with the pigskin.
Why do they call it dribbling? Just out of curiosity.
I don't fucking know.
Because of the bloody footballers always.
Dribbling boys.
Yeah, I've always liked him as a player.
His behaviour off the pitch.
Deplorable.
Alex has already got this nailed. Listen, I've heard all Alex does is talk about football. It's pretty embarrassing, actually.
It's all I know, really. I just
he's
devote
got.
my life to 7, 8, maybe 9 people running around. Like 9 people each.
I think it's 11.
11 people.
Tom, how many people are on a football pitch at once?
Do you know what? I feel like I'm probably one of the worst people to actually explain anything about football. I've given you guys the sum total of my knowledge, but how about we
need an expert.
Yeah, how about we have a very special surprise guest on the podcast to tell us some rules. This is my partner here today, Natalie Hudson.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Hi, Nat.
Oh my god, she's here.
I don't know how to podcast.
Neither do we, don't worry.
Nat, you belong here. Okay, you're one of the guys. You're the guy, in fact.
See, gents, in the background, I had a thought, so it came up today, and I just had no idea what it was. There was mention of the offside rule.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
And I thought, you two fuckos aren't going to know about it.
It doesn't exist.
So I called in, I did a sneaky, and I contacted local expert, Nat. Nat, can you please explain for us what the offside rule is, please?
Well, there's quite a lot to it, but in simple terms.
If you could maybe put like a comedy spin on it as well, because for the podcast.
Just do humour and describe the offside rule, please.
What's the offside rule?
So
No pressure, just joking.
You have got to do it quickly though. My time is running out.
We have lots of listeners, so don't embarrass yourself either.
There's at least 4 people listening now.
it's so when you've got a football and you've got a goal, you got some guys trying to score in the goal,
Yep.
and some guys trying to stop you scoring in the goal, and it's
Yep.
you got to have at least 2 of those defendy boys between the attacky boys and the goalie boy and the ball.
I'm going to need a diagram, but it was a good go.
So just to clarify, so are you saying that so on the opposing team,
It's got to
so
be defendy boys.
I'm attacking, I'm going towards the goal with my pigskin. There has to be 2 defenders
In between
between.
the ball and the goal,
Right, and so if there aren't 2 people in between it,
then you're offside.
then you're offside, right? And can one of the defenders be a goalkeeper, the one with the gloves?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, the one that wears those things.
Nat, why does that one guy? Yeah, why is he allowed to wear gloves and no one else is?
I don't know, mate. Actually,
See, that's the real question.
She's only a referee.
I didn't make the rules.
Nat, you can confirm that the ball is poisonous, right?
Probably. I don't know. I don't touch them. They don't let me. That's probably why.
Natalie doesn't touch other men's balls, only mine.
And that's rare too.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Nat.
You're
Nat, you're the
welcome.
best.
Bye.
Thanks, Nat.
Bye.
Thank you very much, dear. Ah, well, look at that. Another guest. Wow.
A football expert, Nat.
Can we have Ron Weasley, Ron Rooney next?
Ron Rooney.
Ron Rooney, we've got him on the line.
Jovi. Ron Bin John Jovi. Jimble Skimbles.
And he's got the ball and he's making a run for it, and it's Ron Bin Bon Bovi. He's scored a goal!
It's bing, bing,
Ron
bang,
Bin
boom,
Bon
boom.
Bon.
This has devolved into nothing.
It sounds like the intro to Crazy Frog.
You mean it's not? I'm here to interview for the job of Crazy Frog. Do you remember when Crazy Frog had a penis?
Yeah, that was...
Don't forget about that. Keep that in your mind, because that's going to come back later on.
Never
Don't let him
forget.
get away with this. Not again.
Yeah. Never again.
Never forget the crazy frogs.
Never forget
Peony.
Crazy Frog 2K21.
His hog. The crazy frog's hog.
Crazy Hog.
And he was cranking it too. He was cranking his hog.
Well, really, that's all any of us are trying to do in life, isn't it? It's just play some football, crank the frog.
Yeah, get our hogs.
Crank the frog
frogged.
hog.
Are there any frogs in football? Because I think that we could do that to make it more exciting. It's just put
It
some
sounds
frogs.
like a football name, doesn't it? Like a team name.
A crazy hog.
What?
The Frog's Cranked Hog of Leicestershire.
The Cranked Frog is the name of my meth-themed pub. It's the Cranked Frog.
It's a shady nightclub.
Weirdly enough, that was my nickname in school too.
What, the Cranked Frog?
The cranked frog. Oh, look, he's coming. He's coming.
I used to get a lot of animal nicknames when I was in school, but it's nothing to do with football, so I'm going to leave it. I can't tell you all about how many times I got called Nasher because I bit a guy when I was in year 6.
Nasher. I feel like that's a cartoon character. Anyway, Alex,
It's Dennis
are
the
you
Menace's dog.
Are you feeling any more confident about football now at all?
Yes, I think so. I think the Euros is pretty easy because if anybody asks you what team you support, if you say, as an Englishman in England, if you say anything other than England, that's not all right, really, is it?
I always just say Germany. Is that weird?
I've heard they're very good.
Yeah, they've had a rough ride.
That one player, I like him as a player.
Yeah,
But his behaviour off field,
I just don't like the way he handles himself off the pitch.
Yeah,
no.
That's perfect.
That one German player, you know the guy. So there is sports ball all the time. They do kick in, I think, maybe not over winter because of the snow. But people ask you what team you support. I don't think I could name many teams. So which one is there one I should pick?
I've got an easy one for you to say, and you can instantly come up with a retort to make it sound like you support you know football.
Okay,
So
go on.
say Manchester City, and then before they react, say, and no, I supported them before they had money, I think. I'm not just a glory supporter.
See, Tom, you know lots. So I take it from that, Tommy, you have insider knowledge that maybe once upon a time Manchester City weren't so good, and now they've had a cash injection and they've bought very good shoes.
Maybe, yeah, maybe lots of good studs and better.
Like when
kits.
Slytherin got Nimbus 2001s.
Precisely. Yeah, exactly. That must be it. You've got Malfoy Senior.
I love Malfoy as a player, but his behaviour on the Quidditch pitch really puts me off.
Oh god, wonderful.
Congrats.
Yeah. Also, Alex, if you're ever watching an England game,
Yep.
and England seem to be doing relatively well, just say
So never then.
yeah, but got fucking burn on England. Just say to somebody nearby you in like a really sort of disbelieving way, just say, it really is coming home, isn't it?
I say the same thing when I'm looking at the Uber Eats app.
So it's coming home.
It's coming home. It's coming home.
My Uber's coming home.
Wonderful.
Listen, Alex, I need you to not edit that into anything good. I need you to lead it absolutely as it was.
But
Yeah.
whenever we sing together, because we record over the internet, there is a delay, so I always have to sync up when we sing.
I want it to sound discordant and chaotic.
Alex, I'll pay you to sync it up because I feel like that will end up being something quite nice. So
Okay.
pick the 33% of this podcast that you prefer.
Well, are we paying people? What the fuck?
Well, I picked the one that's going to pay me money.
I've not got any money to give you, mate. Right. Let's be brutally honest.
Yeah, I've got a couple quids.
Right. I think that's all of the football that we could possibly learn about. Tommy,
We've exhausted it.
is the Frictionator ready to roll?
She's been raring for the last 15 minutes, mate. I'm ready to pump one out. Are you guys ready?
Oh fuck yeah! I am
Never
now.
been
I'm
ready
super
yet.
horny for it. Yeah.
Okay, first one today, boys, on what the Frictionary is
No.
Alabama.
No. I will not participate unless you do it right.
Yeah, you got to put some stink on it.
It needs that Tommy stank.
Okay, coming up again with the stank. So, gents, the first entry on today's game of Urban. What the frick? Shineri?
There she is.
I did it. Nailed it that time. It's Alabama hot tub. That's Alabama, like the state in America,
Okay.
and a hot tub, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. Well, Alabama hot tub.
I'm getting kind of... Right, I don't know if it's a racist. Is it a racist to say Alabama's got rednecks in it? Is rednecks racist?
I don't know. Maybe
I think it
classist.
might be.
It's probably classist. I don't really think you can be too racist towards white people.
No, I suppose not. Alabama hot tub.
Yes.
What do we know about Alabama? I'm
so it-
picturing rusty Chevy trucks.
I'm picturing brother sister love.
Oh god. I feel like you're picturing your image of sort of Alabama based off of the sort of deserty area in Grand Theft Auto 5, Alex.
No. I'm picturing it based off, Cletus from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
That to me screams
one.
Alabama. What I'm imagining an Alabama hot tub is a modified Chevrolet truck with a tarpaulin in the bed, flopped of water,
Okay.
with maybe the radiator for the running engine heating the water.
Okay.
As in,
Okay.
like, the coolant hoses go into the bed, and that's
Right.
your heating.
Okay. I see.
That final answer, unless Ashley says something horrible about
I'd like to
testicles
offer
like he
a
typically does.
counter.
Yep.
I'd like to offer something to do with poo. That's all.
Yeah, you see, that's what I was
think-
thinking because of Alabama hot pot.
Alabama steamer.
Mm.
Cleveland steamer.
All
And you
right.
shit on your chest,
Maybe
baby.
it's something about poo then. Fuck me,
Yeah.
I guess. I'd like to give mine a go. I like the sound of mine.
I hope Alex's is right, but I feel like it's something to do with
Probably
poo.
poo.
Alex, I back you very regularly. Like I I feel like your
Yeah.
odds are pretty good, but I'm probably leaning more towards poo this time.
It's probably poo this time. Okay, Tommy.
Yeah. Let's find out, shall we?
Please.
So, an Alabama hot tub. It's when a person or a group of people line the bed of a pickup truck with a tarp, fill it
Oh
with
my God.
water, and
Oh my
relax
God.
in it. They also may suck each other's dicks.
Alex, you were right.
Guys,
Apart from the
Listen, fellatio. You don't need to include. It's implied. Like Alex is there. There's going to be some mild fellatio.
Tommy, I don't lose the point for not explicitly mentioning sucking your doing
Okay.
with your
doing a
mouth.
sucky. I feel like because the Urban Frictionary section is pretty much my brainchild, my baby.
Yep.
What I will say is that in most scenarios, I feel as though fellatio is always a possibility in any scenario. So
Fellatio is always a possibility and is perpetually implied.
yes, exactly. So in any scenario, any human scenario, fellatio could be involved. So yeah, I'll give you that one, Alex. You nailed it.
I get the point.
You razzed it, mate.
Are
Well
we
done.
keeping track of points, by the way? Because I feel
Yeah,
like
who's
I'm
winning?
fucking demolished at this game.
You guys are going to get like a score breakdown once we hit episode 100.
Listeners, who are you backing?
What Tommy means by that is we haven't been tracking.
Which means Tommy's going to listen to all the episodes again.
Yeah, I'm going to re-listen to every episode and every Urban What the Frictionary and find all of the points scored. Yes, sure.
I'm over the moon with that. Such
work,
a
Alex.
good get.
It is a good guess. Alex, you smashed it. I'm so proud of you.
I'm going to host now, I think.
Oh, congrats.
Thanks. Appreciate it. I've been working hard. I'm actually it's a very lazy one from me today, guys. There was a lot of good feedback off the back of last episode and the Am I the Asshole segment.
You are the asshole, Tom, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Segment over then. 15
Cool.
minutes, it's pointless.
I'll be the
Yeah.
host.
Cool. So the segment idea that I floated in our group chat that was stolen by Ashley has now been stolen by Tommy. Great. Can't wait to give it a go myself.
Cool.
You're
Cool.
never
Cool.
gonna
Cool.
get
Cool.
to it.
Cool. Cool.
Tom, are you the asshole? Go ahead.
No, I don't want to know if I'm the asshole. There's a bunch of these sort of questions on Reddit if you guys so fancy it, and the listeners
fancy it.
apparently do. So what I've done is I found a couple, and I'm going to read you the titles, and we'll decide which one we're going to go with first. How about that?
Yeah.
Cool. First one. Am I the asshole for not housing a homeless friend in case I get pregnant? The second one. Am I the asshole for not cooking dinner for my roommates? And am I the asshole for cancelling a housewarming party I was unaware was happening? Last one. Am I the asshole for showering in the middle of the night? So, you boys, tell me which one you want.
Let's speed run all of them. I
want
want the
the
pregnant one to begin with,
yeah.
definitely, but I want to touch on all of them.
Okay, I'll read you a bit of the wordage here. A friend of mine recently
Yeah.
broke up with her boyfriend, and with that, lost her apartment. She can't afford anything in our area on her own, and doesn't want roommates. So if I don't let her move in with me, she's probably going to have to quit her job and head back home to her mum's place. My husband and I like company, so we'd usually be happy to have her, but we only have the one spare room and I want to save that as a nursery. We're not pregnant yet, but we are trying. She's understandably upset, as she feels that I'm prioritising a hypothetical situation over a friend in need, but I don't want to get pregnant and then not be able to make her leave. Am I the asshole?
I got lame. I really thought she was hosting a very handsome friend.
She was like, "Listen, I can't let this guy live with me in case we fuck, and his sperm is so potent, I immediately have a child."
In case I can't get off him.
And I just poo out a baby.
I've been that homeless friend though that like can't move in with someone because I'll definitely have sex with them. Alex had to get rid of me in case me and him ever decided we were gonna fuck. It was pretty
To bump uglies, yeah. I can
It
understand.
was pretty
that with a good-looking
intense.
bloke.
Like we were
Yeah.
playing cards, our hands met over some Doritos, some Mountain Dew.
Mhm.
Alex looks me in the eye and says, "Hey, what's your favourite drink?" And I look him in the eye and go, "It's Mountain Dew." And then Alex said, "I'm gonna Mount and do you."
Alex, good line.
Alex, I've been writing fanfic about me and you for the last like 5 years. I hope that's cool with you. Look, I don't think she's the asshole for not letting her friend stay with her, because it's all about situations. If you're trying for a baby, man, like...
I don't know. I would prioritise, if me and Beth were just trying for a baby and one of you were in desperate need and the alternative was moving away and kind of pressing the reset button on any life progress.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine a part of that Am I the Asshole was, quitting her job and moving home. Like, you don't just start a job and stay in it, you try and progress. So like if she's any rungs up the corporate ladder, you kind of do reset that somewhat if you do have to return home.
If you've got to go.
No, I would prioritize my friend's active current life as opposed to the hypothetical maybe in a minute life.
Also, the implication is that if she gets pregnant, she's not going to be able to kick her friend out. Your friend's, surely your friend's the asshole.
Yeah, you've got 9 months to figure that shit out.
That's 9 months that haven't yet begun as well.
Yeah.
So these are...
Actually, I changed my answer. I'm with Alex.
It's 9 months and a day, absolute minimum of end of tenancy notice, which, I think for us here, it's like a month. And we've got 28 days if they want to kick us out. She gets 9 months and 1 day.
And also, there's no guarantee they're going to replace you with something cute. They might replace you with an arsehole. In this case, you're being replaced by an adorable little baby. And it's like,
the one thing I'll say as well
enough.
is I can understand what the girl is saying in the sense that sometimes having somebody up in your personal space can be difficult, and navigating that can be tough. However, as long as boundaries are set, everything will be fine. It's very rare for new parents to put a baby in another room from the very get-go, right? You want to have it set up as a nursery, but it's very rare.
But you do want that privacy, I think.
Yeah, but I think that, like you said, Alex, if one of you two or any other of my friends were in dire need of a place to stay, and my partner and I were planning on having a child, at worst, I could 100% have a crib in my bedroom. You're going to have to get up in the night anyway. So to help a friend...
You could make do to help a friend, I think.
Absolutely.
Well, that's where you're both wrong, because I'd evict the child. I'll see you later. I know you're only 2 months old, but I've got bills to pay, and also I'm already funny. I already have wit. You're not even a month old. You can't even talk. They can't
even fucking talk. Walk.
You can't even eat a cheeseburger, mate. You don't even know how good a pickle is.
All they can do is gargle and make noises and shit themselves.
Which I can do all those things anyway, and I can do more.
Right, I've got an Am I the Asshole here from Reddit. It's by user Airbnb host, and it says, "Am I the asshole because I've got a very sexy homeless friend and he wants to move in, but I'm frightened I might fuck until it comes off. Am I the asshole?"
I mean, not really. If you don't want to sleep with the dude, then fair play. Or anyone, sorry, for that matter, any gender. If you don't want to sleep with them.
But no, that's the problem. They do. They super duper do. They want to bone the sexy homeless man.
Okay.
We've all seen one.
Did I ever show you guys the photo I took of a stranger in Amsterdam who I think was homeless?
No. That's very vague.
Me and my partner and I, as would be grammatically correct, because I get the feeling one of you might correct me on that.
Yeah, I would have done, actually.
We were walking through Amsterdam, and there was a very handsome homeless dude. So handsome was he that I walked up and was like, "Hey man, I think you're beautiful. Can I take a photo of you?" And he laughed and went, "Yeah."
and he said, "Ja, danke."
No, I think he was English, but he was beautiful. He was one of the best looking men I've ever seen. If he was like, "Hey, can I stay in your spare bedroom?" I'm worried I'd get pregnant by him. So yeah, I can see where that comes from.
Okay.
Whereas the homeless man where I used to live was known as KP because he was fucking nuts.
Okay, wow, that's great banter.
That's a really good joke.
It wasn't a joke. It was the guy's name.
Oh, right. Oh, it's legit, real. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
wow.
Of Stamford.
Oh, right. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Such a bloke, but I believe you. Anyway, shall we have another Am I the Asshole?
Yes, please.
Yeah, carry on. Fire away.
Yeah? Which one do we want?
I like casting judgment on strangers.
It's nice, isn't
What were the other ones?
We've got Am I the Asshole for not cooking dinner for my roommate? Am I the Asshole for cancelling a housewarming party I wasn't aware was happening?
That one.
Or am I the Asshole for showering in the middle of the night?
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Oh.
Ash, deciding vote.
But I'm so easy. I like the showering one.
Shower, okay. This the asker here, the Am I the Asshole asker, is called Shank Deer. And then they say throwaway for privacy reasons. I, a 24-year-old female, work overnight in a warehouse. I have certain shifts where I come home at 3 a.m. I'm always careful of the noise volume I make as I live in an apartment with a roommate. I don't make food or use the microwave, just eat cold leftovers or basic foods that require no prep when I get home. Roommate knows I work nights when we rented together, although she does complain that the shower wakes her up sometimes. She understands why I'm showering so late. Warehouse work is physical labour and I'm often dusty and sweaty at the end. So I must shower before I get into bed. However, next door neighbour is always mad at me, leaves notes, complains to management, says that the noise is too loud and excessive. But I feel because he always complains he's woken up and works early, am I the asshole? That end of the sentence didn't make too much sense, but anyway.
Not really, but we got the gist up to that point. So, person works, manual job, gets hot, gets sweaty, gets dirty, gets yucky, arrives home late or early. That late, it's early, and then needs a good scrubbing, and the next door neighbour doesn't like it.
Yes. Is she the 24-year-old female, the asshole?
I think all neighbours are assholes, pretty much.
Cool, yep.
The last house we lived in, we had a letter sent to our, like the company that managed the property, a handwritten letter that was then forwarded to us from our next door neighbour. Her name was Kate and her son was called Tate, so that's just weird in its own right.
Imagine naming your fucking kid you with a different fucking letter.
Complaining that we could be heard talking and laughing as late as 7 p.m.
Oh my god.
Fuck me.
Listen, Alex, you're the asshole in this
Raging
situation.
cunts.
I'm disgusted. How could you?
Fucking horrid.
How could you possibly have a nice fucking evening with your partner?
Imagine
until
having
7
a life.
p.m.
Jesus Christ, you massive
I don't
prick.
even think I can continue recording today. I feel sick.
Let's quit. I quit the podcast.
Alex is the asshole. That's the answer. Listeners, it's been great, but now we have to find another third. If you'd like to
been a
apply,
good run.
Email address is.
I've been cyberbullied one too many times.
Our calls just quit, so...
Did Alex leave the call? Is that what that silence was, where Alex just wasn't here?
Yep. I got cyberbullied and I ran off.
Tom? Alex left the call because he said he was sick of being cyberbullied.
Oh, right, so that's why it ended. Hey, dude.
Hi.
You prick.
Hi, Alex.
Are you guys done cyberbullying me now?
You're a prick. You're even more of a prick now for cancelling the call. I was mid-words.
I'll leave again.
Tom was saying some shit, and then
No,
I
don't
got a phone
leave,
call.
don't leave. Don't leave.
I'll leave again.
No, don't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me take
Alex
feelings.
is 6 years old. Like, what the
I'm
fuck?
sorry.
Can we get Nat back?
No, Natalie's not coming back, no.
You know, like when you were a little cunt at your mum's house, and she was like, "I'll call your nonna," and then your nonna would arrive, and it'd just be great. You'd be like, "Oh, I'll have a cup of tea and some biscuits, and a little kiss on my forehead." All right then, yeah, Sam.
So anyway, sorry, Alex, for bullying you.
Where's Nana? Listen, Tom, fuck you. Where's Nana Nat?
Where's Nanny Natty?
Nat.
And Nana no.
Oh my god, this is just...
Please don't put that in.
This is audio hell.
Right, Tom, you were Am I the Assholing? You were talking about neighbours. It was about the house.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, is the water system in that flat building really bad and loud? And then actually, I can understand the neighbour for being like pissed off. But I would complain to the building management. I wouldn't say it's actually the girl's fault. So, who's the asshole? The building.
Bloody landlords. Not fixing the pipes.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about fucking landlords.
No, let's not get on.
We're not doing
landlords.
that again because I got.
I hate that topic.
Oh, I got so cross.
Have we got time to squeeze in one more asshole check?
Yeah.
I'd love to check your asshole one last time.
Okay, you can check my booty one more time. Am I the asshole for not cooking dinner for my roommates? How about that?
Yeah, let's take that one for a spin and see how she feels.
Okay, well, she said, the woman here says, I, a 21-year-old female, live with my boyfriend, 22 years old male, and 3 other roommates. Maybe not the most ideal living situation, but we're all friends and spend lots of time together. We've never had any arguments or issues. Everyone's happy. I moved in last October. I typically buy groceries just for my boyfriend and I, but we all pick up things for one another if necessary. I try to cook dinner most nights for he and I. I love cooking. It's truly my little escape from reality, and everyone always enjoys my food, which makes it even more fun for me. I have a tendency to cook too much food, since I come from a big family, and I don't mind eating leftovers for a day or two. I always offer some to the roomies too. But it's becoming a regular occurrence where they'll eat the dinners I'm making before I've even had enough, or without asking to help themselves. It's becoming frustrating as I'm the one paying my personal grocery bill, and it messes with my meal plans for the week. I've explained it to them, and I'd be more than happy to cook for them as well, so long as they buy their own ingredients. Am I the asshole?
No.
No?
Not even a little bit.
So this person is buying things as part of their food shop, cooking lots with the intentions of eating it later, but the roommates are yummying it all down before they can.
Yes.
Okay, neighbours again, isn't it? It's neighbour. Why is it a very roommate-centric episode, Tommy?
It is, isn't it?
House guests and fish both go off after 3 days, mate. Like, you can't have them out and about in your house for more than 3 days. No, I don't. She's not. She's not an asshole for saying, look, putting your foot down, because fucking people see setting boundaries as this big, huge deal. Like, oh my god, that person set a boundary. I'm so upset, homie. Just fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't want you to do that thing. Don't do that thing. It's that simple.
It's fair.
Like, Ash, you've lived in shared houses before. I've lived in shared houses before. Tommy, you've got a flatmate currently.
I do.
It's all just, it's communication, isn't it? But I think I can look back on old house shares that I've been a part of and go, on that Reddit post, I was the asshole there. It's maturity and growth, isn't it? Understanding that other people have feelings and money is worth something.
Yes, it is.
Not doing nicking.
Yeah.
Can't do nicking.
And I think as well, my dad, one of the best bits of advice that he always gave to me when I was younger, but I suppose retrospectively, it was probably poorly phrased. He always used to say, assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. So assuming something always causes problems. Don't assume. It makes an ass out of you and me.
Thanks, Timmy. Another golden nugget of Tim Vice.
Yeah, a good Timmy nugget. But yeah, so I do think that by assuming that they can just help themselves to the food that's been cooked, of course that's going to create problems because they may have had plans for it. And you know what? If they'd have asked the individual cooking, they could have made plans around not having that extra food. So I think she is not the asshole for cooking hearty big meals and expecting that she would have them to eat at a later date. So
agreed.
Not the asshole. Cool.
Yeah, I think in summary, people suck.
Yeah,
people suck.
Human beings are awful.
She's right to be pissed off though, because I could maul the love of my life to death when she eats my leftover food. Like, my workshop's next to my kitchen.
Okay.
I go into the kitchen. I'm like, I'm gonna have this slice of pizza I saved for yesterday. And then she's like, I had it for lunch. And I'm like, look, I love you, but I will bludgeon you to death.
Yeah,
I think the real issue here, Ashley, is that you couldn't finish one slice of pizza.
I ate the rest of them, Alex, didn't I? It's not like I'd cooked one and then looked at it and just thought, I'll come back to it.
big pussy.
Yeah, no, how do you not squeeze in that last slice?
I'm gonna squeeze my foot into your ass.
Guys, can you hear the timer going off?
No, I
set my
mine
phone to
silent.
mute because we record a podcast. Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Oh, no, well,
I wouldn't want it to interfere.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Tom.
not our professional timer. I mean the timer on the Frictionator.
Oh,
you mean that sound effect I can hear in the background? Just describe what it sounds like for me, Tommy. Sorry.
Yeah, it goes chirp 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 chirp.
Why is it saying chub chub?
Chirp chirp chirp.
Am I being picked on?
Let me just turn that off. Flick.
The Frictionator. I thought it was saying chub chub, like it was calling me fat.
The Frictionator is a dirty, dirty girl. So anyway, are we ready for the next one?
Yes, please.
So this one is snapping the radish. Snapping the radish.
Oh.
I think it's penis based.
It's got to be penis
Yeah.
based. Although radishes don't look like anything to do with penises.
Red.
I mean, you've never seen mine, Ash.
Kind of a reddy pinkish colour, aren't they?
I suppose.
Beautiful, enticing,
Crunchy.
nice and zingy.
Nice.
Every picnic's best friend.
Tasty.
Good with a bit of balsamic vinegar.
You know when you hear these horror stories of blokes that have had sexual mishaps involving maybe sort of the movement of their junk in the wrong direction, and it causes a lot of pain and nasties.
Tommy, you're going to need to maybe drop some euphemisms there because that whole sentence was nothing.
Oh, okay, I'll try once more. Okay.
Yeah, go again. Bit more vulgar for me.
You know when guys are like shagging and they snap their cock?
Oh, when you snap the little connecting bit of skin between the head of your penis and the shaft of your penis.
No. Oh no, Ashley's talking from experience. Oh, you can tell from the tone of his voice.
You can tell from the tone of my voice. You want to hear about a bad time and a stinging sensation? You look down, there's loads of blood. Your partner's like, "Oh, I didn't think I was on yet," and then all of a sudden,
I'm just clutching my wang so it doesn't fall off.
Listen, I'm here to tell you that it's dangerous.
Ash.
Yes, mate.
Just off topic quickly. Just wanted to let you know that pretty much 95% of the time when you talk, I'm always listening. Honestly. From now onwards, feel no need to preface that we should listen. I'm always listening, buddy.
Is this because I say the words listen a lot?
You say, yeah, listen. All right, homies, listen, homies. All right. I'm here to tell you, homies, that you should listen to your homies. Listen.
Homie.
Tom is cosplaying as Ash right now.
Yeah, where's my beanie? Give me some tools.
I find it really upsetting that I'm actually not wearing a beanie right now after you said that.
Well, fuck you. Not adhering to your own manufactured stereotype.
Listen, I'm the host now, and you've got to tell us what this fucking turnip red dick bullshit is based on. Like, I think it's snapping your banjo, which is what we used to call it when I was a kid.
Oh, the banjo, right.
Oh, good.
Don't Google that, listeners. It's bad for you.
Have you got any ideas, Alex?
I think, first place my mind went, as it so typically does, was to the penis. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Straight to penis.
I think it's yucked up wanger. Did a nasty to your peen.
Yucky hog humour. Okay. We've actually got two definitions here, which is rare.
Oh, that's good. So it can be used in multiple contexts.
Yes, exactly. So the first definition is just simply to pleasure oneself, so to masturbate. You can say that Joe was late to the party because he was just snapping the radish real quick, which is different.
I like that.
The second definition, which is much more Urban Dictionary, I'd say, masturbating with unusually dirty or unclean hands. And then the example says
Is there any other way?
Will was snapping the radish after playing in the mud.
The mechanic's wank.
That's how you get thrush, kids. Wash your goddamn hands.
I always feel really dirty after we've done these segments. I feel unclean.
Are you going to snap the radish with your uncleanness? Asking for a friend.
No, sir.
With that sweet snapped radish, two things.
Oh dear. Bye, Ash.
So I messaged Ash saying, "Ash, you are quiet." And he immediately hung up.
He just went. He just said, "Goodbye, boys. I don't want to do this shit no more." Here we go. Are we back together again?
Is the band back together yet?
I think we're all back in the room now, aren't we?
So yeah. Anyway, I just messaged Ashley to say that he was very quiet, and his immediate reaction was just to hang up the call. So that's
see
good,
you
isn't it?
later.
Well,
I like it that way.
Look, I thought to myself, hey, Alex has told me I was quiet. You know what's better than quiet? Fucking silent. Bye.
What's better than quiet? Gone.
On that note, you are actually hosting, right? Literally,
I'm the hostess
now.
with the mostess. Right, before I start my segment, pause the timer, Dad. I want to read some fan mail.
No, this is part of your segment, bitch.
Do you know what? I'll take it. Fuck you.
Okay, fine. Fuck you.
So this mail is from Josh Hutchinson.
Aww.
Yeah, I know, what a sweetheart. Dear 33%, thank you for mentioning my name in the last podcast. I listen to a third every night as I'm a sleepy boy, and I've only just heard the last part of the podcast, and I'm overjoyed to hear mention of Josh mentioned. Yeah, your brother's a literary genius. Please shout me out in the next podcast, and I will return with nothing. Or maybe I'll get 33% tattooed on my already tattooed scorpion. Which is either he's going to get a tattoo on his pet scorpion, which has already got tattoos.
It's a pretty cool scorpion.
Yeah, it smokes too, you know. I've seen it.
Yeah. He rides BMX too. He just always snapping off 360s. Like, fuck it. He's got a gyro.
I like the scorpion's leather jacket the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A custom job as well, because you can't buy them off the shelf.
I like
Fucking
his
rad.
flick knife comb that he's got, despite the fact that he doesn't have hair.
To all of the listeners, no, Josh doesn't have a greaser scorpion pet. He has just got a tattoo of a scorpion on him.
Well, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have read the fucking fan mail out.
It got lame. So yeah, we'll shout him out. Hi, lame Josh.
Hi, lame Josh.
Josh, I'll see you this weekend at Dad's. If you could bring that cage with you. Love you lots. My
Tom,
brother.
this goes out on Tuesday, so if you're asking about like So it's Friday we're recording
this
now.
Is past tense, mate.
This is going to go out Tuesday. Do you mean next weekend or do you mean the weekend coming?
I do mean this weekend coming, so now that does lead into... Josh, how...
Josh, you idiot. You forgot the cage.
Wait, no, I've got the solution. I'll just send him a video of me saying it now.
Yes,
this is
do
perfect. Josh, I'm in the pot. Wait, it's taking a photo.
Good work on the tech.
Old man Ashley, figuring out technology one step at a time.
Listeners, just think, this could be you. Listeners, you could get involved with this. You could have a video of me sent to you live on air.
For whatever reason any of you would ever want that.
Listeners, you want to see me? I've got a nice face.
Listen, listeners.
Listeners, homies, friends.
Have we got any more shout-outs to do?
Yeah, one or two. Mando from my workplace listened to all the episodes, says he likes them very much. I'd invite him on to be a guest, but I find some of his jokes truly horrendous.
Okay.
So Mando, cheers for listening, pal.
Thanks, Mandalorian. Alex, I'd like to apologise to you in advance. I know we're eating into Ash's segment here, but he didn't really plan very much anyway.
Well, I was going to do a really good one that was politically charged.
Cool, love that. Yeah, awesome. Alex, I'd like to just apologise to you in advance. There's just a dog just fucking going for it outside of my window. I don't know what's up with him. He's just fucking
on
going
your end
for
of the podcast recording studio.
Yeah. My corner. There's just a dog. Yeah.
I think I can see it as I glance over the boardroom table that we sit at to record just out of
Dude, get the fuck away from my mic. Don't touch my fucking mic.
Alex is licking it.
Tom, have you got wine gums? Fuck off.
Tom, is this a secret drawer? Tom, is this cocaine?
Guys, no. It's my secret podcast coke. Guys.
Tom, is this a framed picture of Matt Hancock? What the fuck is this?
With his cock in his hand, it just looks nice.
Tom,
right?
is this a picture of politician Hancock fucking somebody else? Matt, if you're listening, I'm not a fan. But yeah, Tom, you can't have photos.
But if you want to come on the podcast,
yeah, actually, that's a very fair
Matt,
point.
if you'd like to just come and get ripped a new one,
Matt, if you'd like to join us. I can't believe
one.
that one person wanted to have sex with that dude. Never mind two. It fucking blows my mind.
Anyway, you said you had one more shout-outy listener written in letter.
Yeah, this one's also from Josh Hutchinson, and he says that we should call Tom Tommy Lommy from now on, which I think's really sweet. I think Tommy Lommy. What do you think?
No, I feel like there's some embarrassing shit we can say about Josh. I knew Josh for a while. I've known Tom for a while, so I know Josh for a while.
He also said that I should argue about time travel with Tom, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to.
I mean, if I'm honest with you, I feel like both Alex and I will probably have your pants down about time travel, so it's probably not worth it.
Maybe that's what I want.
Ash,
listen, Tom.
Ash,
listen.
Tom. Ash, listen here.
I'm listening.
We'll have your pants down.
You're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Alex, that was a really good impression.
Ash, now that we're 33% of the way through your segment, do you want to begin your segment?
Yeah, I would actually. I want to talk to you about things that make you feel all... I've forgotten the word.
Cummy.
Things that make you feel a bit cummy. I get a bit cummy. No, nostalgic. I want to talk about things that give you that nostalgia, that good, remember the days. You know, like, do you remember Furbies? I think about Furbies twice a day, at least. Sometimes I close my eyes and it's the Furbies I can see.
So are you wanting, like, toy-based suggestions?
I'll take anything, but I think we'll start on toys, because I had a Furby.
Because what's going to become immediately apparent here, Ashley, is that we grew up in different generations.
Yeah, I'm younger than both of you, aren't I?
Here's a question. What's a Furby?
What the fuck do you mean, what's a Furby? Alex, you are joking.
Alex, I think, and this is purely speculation, I think they were weird little robot pets that you could get that looked like a cross between, like, a gremlin and a penguin with fur, and it blinked real weird. That's all I've got, though.
That was immaculate. Yeah, that
cool.
was it. That's exactly what a Furby is.
And actually, you liked these things, yes?
Dude, shut up. Don't fucking judge me. Everybody liked Furbies when I was a kid.
Cool.
I also had... Do you guys remember Stretch Armstrong? Come on now.
Ashley, do you remember, as you look outside the window of the podcast recording studio, when all this land used to be fields?
All the listeners are throwing fucking rocks in our general direction because they're like, oh yeah, I remember Stretch Armstrong. Of course I fucking do. How could I forget? Because they're not toddlers like you fucking children.
Alex, just on the DL, I got your Back to the Future reference there about this.
Thanks, I did
fields
another
as
one.
far as the eye can see.
That's
Good
the
work.
only
On
movie
Twin
Alex
Pines
could ever
Mall.
reference.
Good work.
I've watched it a million times. I've got it on the mind from when I said the fourth dimensionally thing.
Yeah.
Just for reference for our listeners then, what is the age gap? Me and Tommy are the same age. We're 23.
I'm 26. I'm 27 in a month.
Fuck, you're old.
Wow.
Thanks. This dude, my section of this podcast has just been me getting fucking called old. This is bullshit.
Be younger then.
Sometimes one person per show, 33% of this sort of hosting group here does get ripped a new one.
It's usually you, Tom, so I don't feel that
It
bad.
is mostly me, yeah. So I'm just capitalising on the fact that sort of most hatred's been towards you, buddy.
Well, you know, I said it's my birthday next month. I'm going to record the next episode. I'm going to be on LSD the whole time, so you guys better get ready for me to describe to you what other universes look like.
Ash, it's much stronger now than it was back in your youth. Be careful.
Yeah. They reformulated.
You people are real fucking assholes.
Yeah. Anyway, nostalgia.
No, fuck you. We don't have the same memories,
Whoa.
obviously.
Okay, how about I'll throw this one out. Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchi.
I didn't have a Tamagotchi. That's witchcraft.
Fuck.
Okay. Something that we all had. What did we all have?
Depression.
Did we all watch Ben 10?
Yes.
No.
Oh my god.
Fucking Alex.
What childhood similarities do we have?
The Thomas the Tank Engine movie.
Is that the one where they bricked in that guy because he misbehaved, the naughty train? They bricked him into
No,
a
that's
tunnel.
the Thomas the Tank Engine TV show. James got locked in train jail for train crimes.
And they never let him out, did they?
He's still there to this day.
But the one about the Magic Railroad.
I watched that one. I watched the Thomas the Tank Engine and the Magic Railroad with what was it, Lady and
yeah,
Diesel 10?
Lady, Diesel, or Naughty Diesel 10. Josh, if you're listening, Naughty Diesel 10.
Well, explain your reference then, because Josh is a vast minority of our broad and vast listenership.
Yeah, so my brother Joshua Hutchinson, when my grandparents used to make him watch Thomas the Tank Engine, when Diesel 10 came on the screen, Josh would screw his face up and grimace, and he would put a finger up and he would wag his finger and he would go, naughty Diesel 10, naughty.
Well, that's it then. That's how I'm going to start. I'm going to stop saying listen and start saying Naughty Diesel 10 before I speak.
Naughty Diesel 10
I prefer
listeners.
that.
Naughty Diesel 10 listeners. Can we talk about how the fat controller, everybody called him the fat controller, and he never punched anyone. If somebody called me fat like 100 times a day, eventually I'd snap and batter them.
Yeah.
Why has that not been an episode of Thomas the Tank Engine yet, where like the fat controller just loses his shit because he's tired of being
Just
fat
snaps
shamed?
his... Yeah.
The fat controller, I don't know if it is actually him, but the GIF Gaff voicemail man. The person that says, hello, welcome to GIF. It sounds just like the fat controller. And if I can find it, I'll cut it in here because it is identical. It's Alex from the future. I couldn't find it. What you'll have to do here, guys, is just laugh. You just kind of just do some laughter.
It sounds just the same, doesn't it? What
Oh,
the
that's
fuck?
hysterical.
wow.
Or, God, that doesn't sound anything like him, does it?
Yeah, no, that
sounds
doesn't sound
nothing
at all like
this-
him.
No,
Fucking hell.
Is this radio anymore?
Our listeners, by the way, now think that we're the flippiest, floppiest people and that all of our opinions are just like edited in post, which they are, by the way. All we do
They
is,
fucking are.
we have these talks. They're 2 hours long. We boil them back down to an hour, and we just remove all the bigotry that we talk about.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to release, an episode of this live and uncut. And the cracks will quickly show. Listeners, at this point exactly, we've been recording for an hour. An hour at this point.
literally just
By the
now.
end of this sentence, an hour. You have a look at the timestamp and just see how much of this nonsense I've cut out.
Yeah, probably a lot of shit.
Anyway, weren't we talking about nostalgia?
Yeah.
We were.
Do you guys remember chasing the hoop with the stick? No. I never had that growing up. That was a joke. Did you guys have Scalextrics?
Yeah, I did.
Yes!
I did have Scalextric.
Yes!
Oh, that was the shit. Mine was steam powered though. Is that?
It was hand crank.
Yeah, we'd switched to coal by that point, dude.
There's this place in
Yes.
Lincolnshire town, Spalding, that I know only as the Scalextrics place, and it was a massive like building, and inside it was scale models of racetracks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you
Donington
could
Park.
take your Scalextric car and you could race at Dono. You could do Spa. That place was incredible, and we are going there. The three of us are going there.
Should we do a live episode?
We should do our first actual YouTube video of us going to play Scalextrics together.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
so
good.
down.
Scalextric was mint. I used to love taking those fucking things apart and never being able to reassemble them again.
Yeah, and the smell weirdly sort of burnt your nostrils all the time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we like Scalextrics. Did either of you have... I can't believe you don't know what fucking Stretch Armstrong is. I feel so alone.
Is that just the stretchy boy?
It was just a stretchy like figurine, but like it was the most fun thing to chew. You probably shouldn't bite it though. It's full of corn syrup.
It explains a lot about the man you are today, Ashley.
Yeah, just chewing on a toy.
What? Look, you
Good
never chew
boy,
any
Ashley.
toys.
Good boy,
No.
Ashley.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Aw.
Wookiees, come on then.
This is racism. I didn't come here for this. I feel attacked.
You should do.
She's got-
This has all been Ashley-based puns for the last half an
Puns?
hour.
No, it's
Puns?
been ridicule and bullying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least I
and
didn't
that.
do what Alex does and just hang up on the fucking call, you pussy boy.
That was kind of rude, Ash.
Rude.
Unwarranted, really.
You know what? I feel like I've attacked Alex, and it was just because I'm feeling insecure. I'm sorry, Alex.
Stop, Ash. Stop virtue signaling. All right,
It's-
we
you
all
know
know
what,
you don't
yeah.
mean it.
It's true. I'm just saying it to advertise my company.
Right, anyway, we've balanced the books now because last episode we were really wholesome and lovely to each other, and now we're being knobs again. So
No, we've just been horrible bellends.
reset the balance. Equilibrium has been restored.
Can I very quickly, just while I've got it in my head, I
Yeah.
want you to know that companies that virtue signal, like companies that are doing all this shit for Pride, companies that are doing all this shit for fucking Black Lives Matter, those companies aren't your friend. They don't care about you. They're just using it as a tool to sell things to you.
Yes,
Companies aren't your
absolutely.
friends, listeners. Apart from
You
us,
should-
we are your friends. And companies listening to this, we're your friends if you pay us.
We're truth. We are the truth.
We are the truth.
one.
Except nothing else. Except no imitation.
We are anonymous.
We are, and we are many. We are legion, and we are many.
We are legion.
Is that Red Dwarf? Do you guys remember Red Dwarf? Red Dwarf.
Do I
No.
do
Ah, did you-
dwarf?
Red Dwarf. Do
Do
you
you
remember Rebel Wars?
remember the movies of Charlie Chaplin?
Do you remember the war?
I remember the first Winston Churchill speech I ever heard on the radio.
I was 13. It's me, a 70-year-old man.
And you know what? We've timed this perfectly. We've ripped Ash a lot. We've balanced the books. We've set the world to rights, as it were. And we've just come to the end of his segment. Wonderful.
Oh, and would you look
So,
at that? We did a podcast as well.
Wow.
Wow.
Good work to the three of us. Actually, to you and me, Alex. Ash,
Yeah, I was just here for
listen,
the ride.
Fuck off.
Listen, I'm not going to be here next episode. I'm going to get my partner to come and do a podcast with you guys.
Does she know about football?
Okay.
No, sorry.
That's my one.
I can't wait for the ladies of the 33% majority podcast.
International
Well,
Women's Day.
yeah.
I'm telling you, I think that's what we should do. Is just hand the mics over.
It does just rely on them actually wanting to do it, you know.
Oh, Beth, no, she wouldn't want to do it, but
But she would.
she will do anything for love.
But she won't do that.
Cool.
Well,
Right.
Right.
guys,
As always, thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
It's been beautiful. Get onto
Wonderful.
our socials. Let us know if you want us to talk about anything. And another thing, we want you to email us audio clips of you asking questions, and maybe you'll get to hear your voice on this podcast.
it would be
Yes.
wonderful. We'd love it. And if you've got anything to shout out, anything to plug it in that audio clip.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much to everyone for listening. We appreciate you very lots.
See you next week.
Bye.
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 It's
It's coming home.
It's coming home. It's coming
Michael
Uber's
Coleman's
coming
coming home.
Wonderful.
Listen.
Bye.